What's up, everybody? I'm Dave. This is Dave Mo Flips. You already know the deal. This is a channel based on getting debt free, flipping cars, making a little bit of money. You guys know what it is. Anyway, this video is really about the first 5 months of using another dealer's license to gain dealer-only auction access. The things I've learned within 5 months. I'm going to try to blow through it pretty quick, but you know I'm long-winded, all right? First and foremost, understand you're dealing with sharks. Yo, I can't say, I'm super happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. All right, so let me just get that out of the way. But understand, you're dealing with sharks, all right? They're going to act like they're your friend. They're going to act like life is great, everything's good. And to be honest with you, I learned early on that I was sending customers there to the dealership. And I'm like, damn, why aren't my cars selling, right? Like, why are the cars just not selling? And come to find out, I was like, wait, I bet you that they're, you know, it took me, you know what I'm saying? Because I take people at face value. I think if you say one thing, you're going to do that thing. I forgot. They caught me slipping. You know, most people are scumbags. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. That's just what life has taught me. I apologize. I try to give them, I give everyone all my trust in the beginning. And they just lose it super quickly. Anyway, back to the point. So I'm sending people there. So eventually what I started doing was just remembering the names of the people I'm sending there. Then going over, looking at the cars on the store and recognizing the names. And what was happening was they weren't even showing my cars either. They were saying, oh, you know, it's broken down. Oh, you know, I can't find the keys. And steering those people into their cars. You feel me? So when you're looking to get into this and become an authorized agent, and that's the correct terminology, but I call it a dealer rep. And you're going to become an authorized agent for a dealership, make sure that you're there when your car, you know, when people go to see your car. You know, what I would look for is if they have a salesperson who's strictly commission, or is how they get paid is irrelevant, but you want to make sure they're getting commission across the board on every car sold. Because in this situation that I'm in, you have 10 people there, right? And everyone is selling their own cars. So there is no upside. Even though I'm like, yo, I'll pay you. If you sell one of my cars, don't worry, I got you. I'll throw you something. You know what I mean? Because that's me. You guys know me. I feel like I'm part of a team. And everyone is on my team. Like you guys, we're on a team. We break bread together. I don't ever want someone to feel like there's no upside for them, only for me. But it didn't work out like that, man. So if I'm getting into it, if I'm you and I'm looking to do it, make sure that they have that. Someone there that sells everyone's cars. Because if everyone's there selling their own cars and you're not there, I promise you, 90% of the times your cars aren't going to sell. That's number one. Number two, if you can't be there, what I did was I was like, yo, if I want to give them money anyway, let me find someone that's hungry, right? So what I did was I got my own guy in there. So my guy, and I bless him. You know, I give him whatever we negotiated as a price for a car as commission. And if I buy poorly and I lose, they still get paid. If I do great, I might throw a little extra, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be money. You can still get that dollar amount. And I might say, yo, let's go eat lunch, right? It's always a food thing with me, right? Fat fuck. But seriously, when you're breaking bread with someone, you're building relationships. You feel me? Like, we're building relationships here, guys. Make no mistake about it. These are relationships. A strong relationship will have that person willing to do a little bit extra for you because you're more than just I hate to say employer, but you're more than just someone who gives them money. And speaking of that, it makes it harder for someone else at that dealership to be like, yo, I'll give you $50 more if you sell my cars. Because you built that relationship. So they might be like, nah, I'll sell your cars, but this is the same price. I'm not gonna fuck my man to help you. Like that's just not, how I get down. If you built that relationship, Another thing that I found was I just went out and I got this thing made. I put, for the best deal, call me directly at, I put my phone number, I put my name, and I put it in every window, every windshield, right? So even if my guy's not there, whatever, I know I'm getting that phone call. I know I got someone on the lot. I know that I could talk with everyone. I can be like, yo, go inside, get the keys from XYZ, call me after the test drive. Boom. They call me after the test drive. We negotiate the price over the phone. I call man at the desk, dude at the desk. I'm like, yo, I just sold that car for XYZ, all fees included, or plus tax, title, registration. They do the paperwork. I know that they were dealing with me directly. So I just, instead of giving my man the money, I'll give them the money for doing the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So that was a very, very important thing that I found out. And I can't be there. This works out great for me because I have a job. So I can't be at the dealership 24/7. I can't do it. As much as I would like to, I can't do it. Another thing that I've learned with doing this, contracts. This did not happen to me. I talked to a lot of you guys. You know, in the About Me section has my email. I gladly give you my phone number. We can chop it up. It's no problem. Contracts. Make sure in that contract, aside from protecting the owner, because the owner is going to protect the owner, you got to protect you. You want to make sure that your cars are not used to repay a debt. You want to make sure that your cars are your cars. Because you're buying these cars, an authorized agent means you're an agent for cars. Because you're buying these cars, an authorized agent means you're an agent of that dealership, which means you're authorized to buy cars for that dealership. Hear what I'm saying to you right now. You're buying cars for that dealership. Okay? In that contract, you want to make sure that it says the cars that you buy are yours. Yes, they're titled in the dealership name, but the dealership is not to use them to pay back a debt. They're not to be sold and you not get your money. They're yours. When you buy that car from the auction, you get, it will say the dealership name and it will say the authorized agent's name, your name. You make a copy of that piece of paper. Worst case scenario, if you find yourself in court, at least you're just not sitting in court petting your putt. You got a piece of paper. Will you win? I don't know. But I do know it's better than not having anything at all. All right? That's a big one. Protect yourself, okay? I don't know what that is. That's like a locust or something. I don't know. My dog's going crazy in the background, so I can see his crazy ass. Happiest dog in the world right there. Love that guy. Moving right along. I told you that they're scumbags. I told you to have your own guy in there if you can't be there. I told you to put the signs in the window. I told you about the contract. You guys already know how I feel about the team. That's like, again, number one. Always make sure everyone feels and knows that they're on your team. Oh, yo, this is a big one. Big one. You want to figure out how you're paying the dealership, okay? So you're going to sell a car. The top number on the bill of sale is the price of the car. The bottom number includes all the fees, tax, title, registration, the dealer fee. You're going to take that bottom number, the top number, which is what goes in your pocket, and subtract it from the higher number being the bottom number. That number that comes up in between is the number that goes to the dealership. That's going to be whatever their dealership fee is, whatever the tax and title registration is, all that stuff. Here's what could happen and did happen. I paid for it. A week or two goes by and they're like, oh, you never paid for this car, for the fees on this deal. I'm like, I did. I did pay for that because I just know that I did. And I wasn't getting receipts. There's a lot of stuff going on there. What I had to do was make the owner remember how I gave him the money. I was like, yo, don't you remember as a joke, I came in, I slammed down on the table, here's your money, you filthy varmint, or I paid you in all singles, or I paid you in all 20s, or whatever it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I had to make him remember that I had paid him. That point forward, I now set it up with the owner that we use Zelle. Zelly? I don't know. It's through the banks. I don't know if credit unions use it. But I know Chase Bank does. I know Wells Fargo does, because those are the two. I use Chase, use Wells Fargo. Neither here nor there. With that being said, now when a car gets sold, the top number goes into my business account, and the other number, actually the whole deal goes in my business account. And then what I do is I Zelle him the money, the difference, right? And in the memo I put, 2010 Ford Focus, VIN number, boop, all fees. And I put in caps, all. Boom. I send it to him. He gets it. He does whatever he's got to do with it. Down the road, if he's like, oh, you never paid for this car, I could quickly go through the Zelle app, the Chase app, find Zelle, look at who I sent money to, actually it won't let you screenshot it, but I can show him. Right? My phone doesn't let me screenshot the bank account information, which is kind of dumb for Zelle, because it would be a receipt. Anyway, but I can at least show him, like, yo, look, I sent it to you on this date. Or I could call him, like, yo, look, March 10th, I sent you that money, bro. Look through all your banking statements. That's the day I sent you the money. This makes it a lot easier. Covers your ass. Because at the end of the day, like I just said to you, those cars are titled in the dealership's name. Yes, you got that contract. Yes, you can go to court. Is it worth going to court for $600? Is it worth losing your auction access? Is it worth, anything negative that could come from it? Not really, because if you're doing it right, you're eating. In 5 months, I sold 18 cars. Let's just keep it at that. I sold 18 cars. Old habits die hard. So I sold 18 cars. I didn't do great on all of them. I didn't do bad on all of them. But 18 cars nonetheless. So with that being said, I don't want to lose that. All right? Another thing, I'm trying to go fast for you guys. I know I'm long-winded. Another thing that I want to tell you, I am the most grateful motherfucker out here right now. Because it is May 15th. All right? So you know the situation we're in if you're watching this video. But if you're watching this video a year or two from now, you have to understand that what we were going through at this particular time. Okay? So with that being said, in Tampa, Florida, the typical lot rent is about $2,000 to have about 20 to 40 cars. $2,000. Then you got garage and liability insurance. Then you got your $25,000 bond, which is, it's charged yearly and it's based on credit. Okay. The water and electricity. So let's just say, for argument's sake, fuck all the bullshit, you only got to pay $2,000. Yo, what happened to the economy? I don't want to be that dude right now struggling, especially year one. Yo, year one. And I'm struggling because the economy just took a turn, right? I only pay $350 a month. Yo, I could do that. We could all do that. If you're watching this channel, I know you could do that. So I am super grateful that I did this first. Because now, I didn't see this coming. You didn't see this coming. None of us really seen this coming unless you believe that someone did. And I'm not getting into that whole shit. But, yo, $350 is nice. Do I want bullshit? But, yo, $350 is nice. Do I want my own dealership? Will I have my own dealership? Yes. I guess the video is called What I've Learned. I'm going to tell you another thing here. It's training, man. I look at this like it's training. How can I say this and not be a dick about it? Fuck it, you guys know me. Yo, it's a lot better to fuck up in someone else's name than it is to fuck up your shit. Keep this in mind. You're learning how to do paperwork. You're going from a guy or a girl or person that sold cars from your driveway or your friend's house or the storage center, wherever it is that you get it on and you sell your vehicles from, right? You're used to probably just handing someone a title and they're going and doing their own stuff. Here in the state of Florida, we have to, as car dealers, collect sales tax and title. That is a must. And because of where I'm at, he's got his dealer fee, that $200 a car. I have to collect that money. I don't have to register the car for you, and I don't have to transfer your tags. But I at least have to do tax, title, and a dealer fee. There's no getting around that. I could pay all that stuff out of my pocket, which is fine, but no matter what, I still have to do that. I'm in the mindset where I'm just like, yo, here's your title, I'll see you later, goodbye. There's a lot of paperwork. And there's a lot of programs. You know, we use Wayne Reeves over there. There's Frazier. There's another one that's not coming to mind. And they're all probably equally as good. It's just whatever you like. They want to use Wayne Reeves, and that's fine. Wayne Reeves is one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest. So you're just inputting all the information. You're doing everything you can. Boom. You print it out. They sign everything off. If you mess up, you'd rather mess up on someone else's shit than on your own shit. With that being said, as let's just say I'm the owner of that dealership, right? And you're my rep, I'm crossing your T's and dotting your I's before I submit your paperwork. I'm looking at what you're bringing into my lot to sell because those are my reviews. All right? So I can only assume that that's what this guy's doing. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm using this as a learning experience. I'm gaining all the knowledge I can get. And then I'll do my own thing. All right? So that's just how you got to look at it going into it. You know, at least that's how I do. And that's how I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good training. I'm getting paid to learn, if you will. And guys, that's really it. You know, if I could take it back and I could go back to flipping cars just as a car flipper, or if I could open up my own dealership and not do this, I would still choose this. I would still be the dealer rep because it's perfect. It's perfect for someone who's got a job. It's perfect for someone that wants to learn, because the transition, like I just said, from being a car flipper to a car dealer is huge. The deals at the auction are great. You know, anyone who's telling you that the auction prices are going high, yeah, and then so are the retail prices. If dealers are raising up prices on cars, that means that the streets are paying more. If the cars are coming down, that means the streets are paying less. If you're not doing your homework when you buy a car, what are you really doing? Because when you're flipping cars on the side, right, as a side hustle, you already know what's a good deal. You already know what you're going to sell something for. So you're going to bring that mentality into this game, and you're going to learn it. I'm going to break down Manheim. I'm going to break down all the auctions at a desk type of situation. Then I'll take you guys to auctions with me. But in closing, guys, given the opportunity, I think this was a great learning experience. I'm so grateful I was given the opportunity to become an authorized agent or a dealer rep. If you guys have any questions about becoming a dealer rep, let me know. Hit me up, man. You know, my contact info is in the About Me section. We'll chop it up. You know, we'll see what's best. Like I said, man, I want all my people to prosper, man. I want you guys all to do your absolute best out there. You know what I mean? Because really, if we don't got us, who does? You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if you like what I'm putting out there, and you want to get down, show your support, man, hit that subscribe button. It really does help. If not, you live how you live. You know, I can't be mad at you. You don't like it. You don't subscribe. But I appreciate every single subscriber. And like I said, get at me if you have any questions whatsoever. I will do the best I can to help you. That's it. I really can't think of anything else. The takeaway, the sign with your information on the windshield. By far the best thing. Guys, I'm out. Thank you so much.